Are there plans to bomb Kenya? Is a question everyone is asking after fishermen in Mbita made a discovery that has left the entire lakeside community and Kenyans shaken. Welcome to Kenya Lens Media, where we bring you news updates as they break, and kindly consider subscribing if you are new here. Now, the police have confirmed that 20 live explosive devices were recovered from Lake Victoria in two separate incidents on March 1st and March 2nd, 2026 in the Mbita area of Homa Bay County. The devices were pulled from the lake by unsuspecting fishermen who believed they had made a large fish catches only to find boxes filled with dangerous explosives and ammunition. Authorities describe the bombs as highly dangerous propellant-type devices, and they have since been secured and moved to Mbita Sub-County Police Headquarters as they await disposal by the Bomb Disposal and Hazardous Materials Unit based in Kisumu. It started like another morning on the lake. At Litare Beach on March 1st, a group of fishermen cast their nets into the waters of Lake Victoria. The lake was calm and the water was routine, and fishing is daily livelihood here, so for many families it is the only source of income. Then came what felt like a heavy catch. The man believed their nets had tapped and trapped something big, something valuable. Perhaps a large fish that would fetch a good price at the market. But when they pulled it closer to the shore, excitement quickly gave way to fear. Inside the net was not fish, it was a box, old, heavy, suspicious. When the fishermen opened it, they found live bombs and ammunition. Then realization was immediate, the danger was clear. They did not touch the contents further. They abandoned the box at the lakeshore and alerted security officials. Police officers arrived at the scene and secured the area. The explosives were collected and removed safely. Authorities later confirmed that the devices were live and highly dangerous. The community was warned to remain alert. But that was not the end. Just one day later, on March 2nd, another group of fishermen made a similar discovery. This time, it was at Koguna Beach, another busy fishing site known for its rich fishing grounds. Again, the fishermen believed they had made a good catch. Again, they pulled up something heavy. And again, what they found was not fish. 14 more bombs were recovered from the lake in that second incident. In total, 20 explosive devices were pulled from the waters within 2 days, and police say the devices are propellant-type explosives that were found together with bullets. The recovered bombs were transported to Mbita Sub-County Police Headquarters. They are now awaiting safe disposal by the Bomb Disposal and Hazardous Material Unit from Kisumu. For the fishing community, the shock is deep. Lake Victoria is not just a body of water here, it is life. Every day before sunrise, hundreds of fishermen push their boats into the lake. They depend on the water for survival. They trust it. But discoveries like these raise serious concerns, and fishermen in Mbita say this is not the first time explosives have been recovered from the lake. They describe the number of such discoveries in recent years as worrying, and in 2021, similar explosives were reportedly found in the waters. Earlier, in 2019, explosives believed to date back to the colonial era were discovered concealed inside old rusty wooden box in the lake, and officials say such recoveries are not uncommon in the waters. However, authorities have not explained how the bombs ended up in the lake. The source remains unknown, and what is clear is a risk. Propellant-type explosives devices are unstable. They can detonate if mishandled. Even slight movement or impact can trigger serious injury or death. In busy fishing zones, such risk is multiplied, and boats pass through these waters daily. Nets are cast blindly. Fishermen often work at night. Visibility is low. Any unidentified object can easily be pulled up without a warning. Police are now urging residents to remain vigilant. They are warning fishermen never to handle suspicious objects. Instead, they are being asked to report immediately to authorities, and security officials have also launched a sensitization campaign in the area. The goal is simple: to educate residents on how to identify potential explosives and understand the dangers they pose. Community meetings are being organized. Fishermen are being advised to look out for unusual metal objects, old boxes, and also heavy containers entangled in their nets. They are being reminded that the safety must come before salvage. For many here, the memory of recent recovery and the discovery will not fade quickly. The sight of bombs pulled from fishing nets is not something easily forgotten, and fishing communities already face many challenges: unpredictable weather, declining fish stocks, rising fuel costs, and now unexploded devices in the water add another layer of uncertainty. Parents worry, boat owners worry, young fishermen just starting out to worry, and Lake Victoria stretches across Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, and it is the largest freshwater lake in Africa. It supports millions of people across the region. And in Mbita alone, fishing sustains thousands of households, and any threat to safety on the lake carries wide impact. Authorities say bomb disposal and hazardous materials unit typically destroys recovered explosives at a secure location. The process is controlled and it is technical. It is done far from the public areas. Until then, the devices remain under secure storage, and police have reassured residents that there is no immediate danger now that the bombs have been secured. But caution remains the message, and officials continue to urge fishermen not to take risks, not to attempt to open suspicious boxes, not to transport unknown objects, not to assume that what looks old is harmless. The lake may appear calm, but as these two incidents have shown, danger can lie beneath the surface. For the fishermen who made the discoveries, the experience has changed their routine. Casting nets into the water now carries a different feeling. Hope for a big catch is mixed with the caution. A heavy net is no longer just good news. It could be bad news or something else. Security agencies say investigations are ongoing, but for now the focus is prevention, education, awareness, and vigilance. At Litare Beach and Kaguna Beach, life is slowly returning to normal, and boats are back on the water, markets are open, fish traders are negotiating prices as they always do. Yet conversations along the shore have shifted, and people are asking questions. How did the bombs get there? How long have they been underwater? Are there more? Authorities have not provided answers to those questions, and what they have provided is guidance. Report immediately, stay away from suspicious objects, and protect lives. The message is clear: safety must come first. From Mbita, the events of March 1st and 2nd are a reminder that even familiar waters can hold hidden dangers. The lake continues to feed families, but now it also carries a renewed call for caution. In the quiet rhythm of Lake Victoria's waves, fishermen will keep casting their nets, but after this week they will do so knowing that sometimes what lies beneath the surface is far more than the catch. That is all for today from Kenyans Media, and kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing as a way of motivating us and helping us create more content, and also helping this platform